Yo, it's your boy Coinstock, back at it again, stuffing these duffel bags and collecting that cheddar. Before we begin, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a friend trying to educate you. And oh boy, we did it, brothers. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we finally did it. We've got an exchange listing, a tier 1 exchange listing. Now, whoa. There's more implications than what you know, because MM Finance has actually revealed the card, shown its hand. So we'll look into it, see what else that they have said in kind of like the middle slash end of the video, and what the implications are, and what could further grow this ecosystem on the Cronos blockchain. So let's just look at the metrics real quick. So 1.52 cents. Now it was at an extremely all-time high. We'll look at that on the charts, but 7.7% in the green. Here's circulating supply, total supply, max supply, market cap, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. So it's kind of down a little bit because Bitcoin took a little steep hit, right? A whale got out. So now, and like, you know, other people panicking, but the all-time high was $1.59 4 hours ago, and we're 4.3% in the red with that. All right, so we got that out of the way, right? Now let's go look at MadMeerkat Finance, and boom shakalaka, a whole bunch of growing right there with 24,200 addresses, and this is the total supply. We're nearly at half of the max supply, so that's a good thing. That's a great thing. Let's see. 22,436 all the way up to 2 days ago, so it was like 1,000 a day, right? Well, it really boomed right here, but then boom shakalaka, 24,200. All right, now let's get on to the website real quick before we really get into the news. So, like, if you just open MM Finance, it says we are now listed on crypto.com exchange. Gosh, this is so bullish. Beyond bullish. Now, I'm not too sure if this is the updated price that's going on right now, but it's saying MMF is available for trading on their platform, and if you press let's go, it'll take you to the crypto.com exchange, and you could trade it over there. You know, give it a little nifty, or you could just, you know, if you're already in the ecosystem, just click exchange. That's all there is to it. But enough of that. We're just looking at the front end. Now let's go to Top Crypto. Now, if you could tell, it's a tier 1 exchange listing. So that means that it's like within top 5, like it's just top tier, 100%, just great. So crypto.com exchange. Now, the reason I'm so bullish, man, is that 24-hour volume is 3,544,009,515. That's just in a day. And like this one, I believe this metric is per month. 14,957,899 users are exposed to MMF with only like 192 coins listed on the exchange. But it's also a excuse me, it's also a Cronos blockchain listing, but it just doesn't stop there. So there's another token, and you know what, I'm gonna have to, so VVS, which is the on DeFi Llama, is the leading exchange, right? But then that's also listed on crypto.com exchange. But then there's MMF that just recently got a crypto.com exchange, but I mean got listing, but they all got listing. But like, let's look at a project that was on the launchpad of VVS, I do believe. And don't worry about the metrics right here or the chart. Let's just look at the exchanges that's on. So VVS. It's also on crypto.com exchange. So it's a project that came off of VVS's launchpad that's also listed on crypto.com exchange. So you know what that means? That means MMO has potential to be listed on crypto.com. SVN has potential to be listed on crypto.com. Like all these projects that are on Cronos chain all have potential to be listed, but especially MM Finance's other projects. So it's not only MMF. It could be METF. It could be SVN. It could be MMO. It could be all the other projects that it unleashes onto the public. So, like it's not only MMF that could experience this, but there's a lot more. All right. So let's go up here. We are officially listed, blockbuster listing of event of the year. So, hi Burrow. It excites us to bring you news of possibly one of the biggest events conceivable for any crypto project, a tier 1 centralized exchange listing. And a tier 1 listing is generally bullish, a bullish development for many reasons. But let's just stop right here. Now, in one fell swoop, in one hit, in our first listing, it's a tier 1 centralized exchange listing. And that sets a precedent because now people are going to be looking at crypto.com and what exactly it's listing. And we could also, I'm not a financial advisor or anything, but we could also see it on Binance. We could also see it on like Hotbit. We could see it on a slew of exchanges because we are on a tier 1 centralized exchange, which is getting a lot of exposure. And not only that, crypto.com is nothing to laugh at either because they're also pumping a lot of money to get some exposure to the public. For instance, like the Super Bowl commercials, or they're making partnerships with football, soccer teams, such as that. So already that's already bullish, but there's more. Wait, there's more. All right, a tier 1 listing is generally a bullish development for many reasons. Exposure to a larger audience outside of the DeFi world, more capital inflow, that's true, and official partnership to a tier 1 centralized exchange with more future collaborations to come. Damn. Shows the world how the MM Finance protocol is one that can be trusted and provides our dev team with new vectors to expand our project. A new Medium article on this in due time, so we'll see more about that. Now, here's the thing that just blew the cap back out of all this news. Even the crypto.com news blew the cap back, but right here, in recent news, our team has recently climbed to the first spot in TVL and Cronos chain. I mean, it doesn't show in DeFi Llama, but I bet it does show in other metrics. So, having already been the first in trading volume for weeks now, despite snagging the first spot, our team is still building relentlessly with new bullish developments to drop over the next few weeks to months. You could expect GameFi MMA, which we've already talked about. I'll put the playlist link in the description. Cross-chain bridges, stable coins, limit orders, and many more products to come. So we need to just stop the record right here. Now, we already talked about GameFi MMA, right? But cross-chain bridges are essential. Well, first of all, you see cross-chain. So the assumption would be that the project is also expanding into other chains. And if they're using the same tokenomics too, man, they could really consume other chains too. But let's look at the cross-chain bridges real quick. Now, there's two ways that a cross-chain bridge, in my opinion, that could happen in my head. There's Evo DeFi, right? So Evo DeFi, people add liquidity on the native chain. I can't really show you because I'm on a different chain, but on the native chain, people can stake their tokens, and then the platform uses it as liquidity or what have you, and you get an 18% on stables or Ethereum, I do believe. So yeah, that's one way. People lock up their liquidity and they receive 18% APY on stables or what have you. Now there's another way, which is ElkDex. And ElkDex, what that does is that you have to transfer all your crypto on a chain to specifically, let's say, MMF. And then it goes to the MMF, right? The MMF is there. Now you can go to something called an ElkNet, where you put your MMF in this display right here, and you pick the chain, and then it will transfer the MMF on, for let's say BSC. It'll transfer into Cronos, so people could still hold MMF after the fact. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. There's more money coming into the chain. And we need a cross chain bridge, really, like a popular cross chain bridge on Cronos, because Evo DeFi, the liquidity is kind of just running out, and for Cronos at least. And ElkDex, they had an exploit, so we'll have to see about all that. And then the third thing, which is really significant, well, another thing which is really significant is stablecoin swaps. Now, stablecoin swaps, a really good explanation of that, well, it's not going to be really an explainer, it's just going to show you. So curve dominance, right? It has 9.16%. All they do is a stable swap system, but there's also more to the project. It'd be too long to tell you exactly how intricate it can get. But all I'm going to say is, like, there's bribes. There's also people just locking up their bribes to get loans and stuff. Like, there's just a heavy hand in what's going on here. Now, I'm not saying MMF will do something nearly like that, but that's something to keep in mind. And it's very significant since, Curve has 9.16% dominance. So that's something to look out for. That's something that will actually probably go in further once it's revealed, right? So now there's limit orders too, which will be very helpful for users. So if a price goes to a certain point and they want their tokens to be sold, then boom. Now, if the price goes below a certain point, it will be sold. I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but that's also flooding in capital too. So I believe I highlighted some stuff down here, which I did, and it says, what drives us is our wish to build an empire, to build the #1 project. At a daily 200 million USD trading volume, our next goal is to best the one single project that all projects set out to win. We wish to draw similar parallels in our growth trajectory to PCS PancakeSwap, and how they were able to ride on the coattails of a booming BNB plus Binance ecosystem to get to where they are today. We humbly ride on the coattails of the booming Cronos chain that is constantly the focus of Crypto.com, and we firmly believe that Crypto.com with its Cronos ecosystem will be the next trendiest chain in the months to years to come. So when they make a promise like that, I have full faith. I mean, I don't know what you guys are going to do, but I have full faith in this team. And also, it hit like kind of a nail on the head, is that BNB plus Binance ecosystem and what PancakeSwap did for Binance and rode on the coattails. But here's the difference, though. PancakeSwap doesn't have a max supply. Finance does have a max supply. And to my knowledge, PancakeSwap doesn't nearly have as much of its own ecosystem compared to Finance, and they're trying to be the #1 project. They're making a much bigger goal. Now, do I believe that Cronos could flip BSC, Binance Smart Chain? Only time will tell, but Cronos is definitely making money moves on the public outreach portion. So I'm just, keeping you up to date on the down low. But other than that, I got nothing to tell you. I guess I can release y'all, but I guess I'll see you guys later.